Hi bakers, today we're going to be making a delightful savory recipe, pizza spirals. This is a delicious meal that you can make for dinner, or you can even make it as a snack. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Make sure you have all of the ingredients that you'll need from your kitchen. These are the things that don't come inside of your box. So you'll need cooking spray, one 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes, a tablespoon of butter, a half cup of milk, shredded cheese. This can be whatever your favorite flavor of cheese is. Your favorite pizza toppings. Just make sure that if it's chicken or another meat that you go ahead and cook that in advance. Pepperonis are okay to go on uncooked. 2 cups of warm water. This should be not too hot, but warm and comfortable, about 110 to 115 degrees. We'll talk more about this when we get to this point in the recipe. A large bowl, a kitchen towel, 2 small saucepans, a heat-proof spatula, 3 small heat-safe bowls, a baking sheet, a rolling pin, a serrated knife, 3 silverware spoons, and oven mitts. All right, on to the recipe. Step 1, pour warm water into a large bowl. The water should feel warm and comfortable, but not hot. Stir in bag A to dissolve. Sprinkle the yeast on top of the water. Allow the yeast to hydrate and become bubbly. This should take 3 to 5 minutes. Step 2, add bag B. Mix ingredients with your hands until a ball forms. Turn the dough ball onto a clean surface. To knead it, push the dough down with the heel of your hand against the dough surface and away from you. Repeat this for 7 to 10 minutes. Alternatively, if you have a stand mixer with a dough hook, you can add the ingredients there. Personally, I like to knead the dough inside of the bowl. That's also an option. Step 3, spray your large mixing bowl with cooking spray. Add dough and cover it with a clean kitchen towel. Let it rise for 1 hour at room temperature or use the oven proofing method. Just scan the QR code for tips. While rising, make your sauces. Step 4, place a small saucepan on your stove. Add bag C and 1 tablespoon of water. Stir to form a paste. Add your can of diced tomatoes and bag D. Bring the sauce to a simmer by stirring the ingredients over medium heat. Step 5, when the sauce is simmering, you'll see small bubbles rising to the top. That's when you'll want to reduce the heat to low. After turning down the heat, let the sauce cook for 10 minutes. Remove it from the heat and allow it to cool completely. Step 6, in a small saucepan over medium heat, melt 1/2 tablespoon of butter. If you're using a stick of butter, you'll see on the outside packaging that there are lines for each tablespoon. Open up your butter and approximate half of 1 tablespoon. Add bag E. Stir the mixture with a heat-proof spatula or spoon to form a paste. It will be crumbly. Step 7, reduce heat to low and add in a 1/4 cup milk. Stir until smooth. Add more milk to thin the sauce to your desired consistency. Carefully pour it into a heat-safe bowl. Step 8, once the pan has cooled, wash and dry the small saucepan. Place it over medium heat and melt another 1/2 tablespoon of butter. Add bag F. Stir the mixture with a heat-proof spatula to form a crumbly paste. Step 9, reduce heat to low. Add a 1/4 cup of milk and stir until smooth. Add more milk to thin your sauce to your desired consistency. Carefully pour it into a heat-safe bowl. Step 10, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Place parchment paper on a baking sheet. Spray it with a little cooking spray and set aside. Step 11, once dough has doubled in size, spray a clean surface with cooking spray. Using a rolling pin, roll dough into an even rectangular shape about a 1/2 inch thick. Step 12, with a long side of the rectangle facing you, using a pizza cutter or a knife, ask an adult for help. Cut the rectangle into 3 equal strips. These strips will be cut into 12 portions in step 16. Step 13, add a half cup of marinara sauce from the pot to a small bowl. Set it aside. This will be your sauce you'll use for dipping later on. Now, using a spoon, spread the remaining marinara sauce evenly on each rectangle. Leave a 1/4 inch wide border sauce-free. This helps seal the dough when you roll it later. Step 14, sprinkle with cheese and add your toppings. We recommend using about a half cup of total toppings per roll. This includes cheese. Extra toppings can cause the dough to tear when rolling. Step 15, starting at the bottom of each rectangle, roll the dough towards the top. Check out the pro tip. Tightly tuck the roll in with your fingers as you go. This helps you develop a good swirl. Continue repeating this rolling process for the other 2 rectangles. Step 16, using a serrated knife, make sure you ask an adult for help. Cut each of the 3 rolls into 4 equal pieces. The best way to do this is to cut each roll in half and then cut each half into 2 again. Place your spirals on your prepared baking sheet. Step 17, bake for 24 to 26 minutes or until golden brown and puffed. When spirals cool, microwave your sauces in 30-second intervals, stirring between each one until they reach your preferred temperature. Last but not least, enjoy! And your leftover spirals and sauces can be refrigerated and reheated for up to 3 days.